this one gets started. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. So Oregon's offense will start this game off. As many good things as the Oregon coaching staff had done, they certainly had the monkey on their back. 0 for 3 against Washington in their first 2 years, all one-score games. They finally got it right a year ago, and you got to think the Dogs are now looking for payback.
Yeah, it was a 28-point beatdown. So they got the monkey off the back. Dan Lanning gets his first win versus Washington. This is always a great rivalry game, and Oregon got the momentum back in this series a year ago, Palmer.
Yeah, they did. They had great balance on offense, too. Remember Dylan Gabriel throwing it and Jordan James on the ground running it. So they're going to look to do a little bit more of that in this one today.
And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Gonna run it. It's Hughes. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Oregon! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started...
Oh, he's got some space. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First down, 10 yards to go. Might as well give it to him again. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Horton. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And good coverage by the defense. Just a short gain. After the short completion, do they go for the big one on 3rd down? Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off, and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
You're going to win a lot of games if you can generate explosive plays. That's what we've seen in recent weeks from this football team, but this offense, man, they are every defensive coordinator's nightmare because of the players they've got lining up all over.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Oregon, 14, Washington, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. On the ground, it's Coleman. Got the first down and more. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got it in the middle. It's Boston. And they pick up just a few on that completion. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back, gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. He plays so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
They'll run it from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sets up the screen. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches, but I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning and continuing to bring in high recruiting classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Moore to the air. And the missed connection on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the play fake on 1st down. And to get rid of it quickly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this match. They don't like each other.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. A fair catch is called for. It'll give them great field position. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
They don't seem comfortable with the 50-yard field goal attempt, so they'll leave the offense out to try to get the first down. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And I don't know if field position really matters on that one, right? I know they're on the plus side of territory, but 4th and inches, most offenses today are going to be going for it. They did. They execute the running play, and they keep the sticks moving.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Leaves it with the running back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now, they missed a field goal on the last drive, but you need to get points here, so they need to pick up some yardage to at least get in range for their kicker. And they'll miss the connection here on third down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And it's right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Oregon. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off-play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Horton. Makes the catch, it's Boston. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Ball spotted at the 21, it's first down. Now the play fake. Under fire. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Washington sends out the punt team. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Moore will throw. This time it's complete.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to 3rd down. 3rd down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on 3rd down, I still got that 4th down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the 1st down. They've got it at the 30. Wants to throw on 1st down. Good timing on the quick out. Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Boston. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Gives it on the option. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll run play action. Lofts one high and deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Makes the grab. It's Moore. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Ducks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Moore to the air. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. He'll pull it down. Breaks the tackle. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Oh, they're after him. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a 1st down at the 12.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today.
And the Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. On the option. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll try the run. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? They'll leave it with him. He's able to fight his way for a couple of yards, but it'll be 4th down and 3. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Hauls it in, looking for space. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for space. It's Hughes. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Moore will throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Benson. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Moore. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
The Ducks have this offense rolling. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on this to get the football. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And the Huskies just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the back. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Moore to the air. Finds his tight end. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. They'll run the counter. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Nice move to pick up yardage. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Hand off from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw. It's McMillan. Under fire. Boom.
0 points on the day. That's really all you have to say about this offense. It's been a struggle fest. They've been riding the struggle bus. They haven't done anything right today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Huskies need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And Oregon has it back. Comes the offense. Really good balance on that last. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what... Adam, they had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Quick step and go. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Ducks! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Here's the handoff. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. To the air, it's McMillan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. Working that left side now.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Harris. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. 22. Back to pass. Almost had the completion. Just missed it. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here's the pressure. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give them as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right?
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense has it, they're on the move. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover, they get a chunk of yards, and they are in business. Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Man, this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll run the option. And he didn't get the pitch off, and he paid the price. It'll be 3rd and long. On the option. The pitch. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.